Right, so bit of an unusual stream for me at the moment because I'm early in the morning rather than late at night, and it's because I've been wanting to get through some artwork stuff that I've been meaning to do for a while now. Just trying to turn down the music on my end. Just see if I can drop the music a bit more. Right, yeah. Sorry, give me a second, just change the game name thing. So I'm a little bit late this morning because I had to sort something out and because I woke up and I'm a bit kind of groggy. So hopefully that'll change. But today is just basically going through Deluxe Paint. Let me just remind you of Last Half of Darkness. So if I go into my apps, Can Do. So Can Do is HyperCard, and I'd started doing this a year or two ago. Oh, hang on a minute. It's right above it, that's why. So this is what I'd started over a year ago, and it basically allows me to, I'm just take it out of design mode. So we've got the front yard, we can go to the porch, can't go past a closed door. I need to sort out this text here because it's a bit too, I need to kind of get it so it sits around here. You go back, go forward. I need to open the porch in order for me to do anything, and then I can move through. But I need to do the artwork which sits here, and that's what we're doing today. But this is just a reminder. So now that I'm a bit more comfortable with Deluxe Paint, show you where I'm up to. What did I think I did it as low res, yeah. Trying to remember where I've put everything now. That was the one. So this is where I'm up to at the moment. And I'm going to get my source files for this. Don't know if this is going to display or not. No, it doesn't seem to want to show the photo map. Or is that because it's not? Huh. There you go. I had to open this up and if I switch, yeah, it's not gonna be good. Maybe if I switch it on its own window. So yeah, that's the that's what I'm trying to emulate here. What was he up to? It's going to be a bit squash, which is fine. There's not really much you can do about that, I don't think. Not the best at artwork stuff. Actually, it's probably best if I do. That would probably be quicker. I'm going to try some imperfections in the wood. Oh, there's one around the bottom, I think. Right, so this is where I'm going to have to start using a trick here. So first of all, I'm going to save it, because I'm not happy with that. Although it's a bit kind of, on this side, it's actually a bit off. I'll sort that later, I think. Maybe should I sort that now? In fact, let me just sort that now. Does look a little bit wider on this side. Maybe if I push this in by... One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. By 2. It's fine. Can leave that imperfection there, that looks okay. I think that looks a bit better, yeah. Right. So the trick I'm going to do is, I'm now going to make this a background lock. So if I think if I lock the background, background fixed, okay. So this means should be able to do this, clear that, and it won't clear the image because I've locked the background. Which means I can now start to draw around here and not have to, so if I make a mistake I'm not going to worry about all the stuff that I've done so far. In fact, I might as well do this in a different colour and then recolor it into the same colour. It's probably a better idea. So if it comes out this point, Oh, there, humble squire. There you go, that looks like a plank of wood over. Not as perfect as the original, but at least it's something. Oh, hang on, I've just realised that's actually... It's kind of difficult putting this somewhere where I can kind of... give you a visual of... I'll just have to put it over here for now. Maybe. Yeah, sorry, it's going to be over the chat for now. Just makes it easier for you guys to see what I'm doing. At least you've got a reference point what I'm looking at. I'll have to make another stream kind of thing just to include all this in. What I might do is I might do a command so people can switch between what I'm drawing against and what's available on the screen. Just because screen estate's so hard to kind of swap around. Does that look good or does that look terrible? No, I don't like that. I think I'm just gonna make my own marks rather than trying to 100% copy, because I think the board isn't thick enough, which is fine, it looks okay, it's just not. I think I'll do the bottom one first, the one down here, and then I'll cross it over. It's going to be better for me to do that. Oops. Oh no, that was going too far ahead at the moment. Oh, that reminds me as well, apologies. Thank you to Legion Centurion for the follow yesterday. Whilst I remember, I do apologise. I was going to do that earlier and then I just got stuck into this. Before I put the black in, I think I'm going to put the imperfections in first. I keep calling it imperfections, but it's actually detail really, isn't it? Let's see what I can do now. know how this is gonna look. It doesn't look too bad, I think. It's not too bad, that's fine. Alright, I'm relatively happy with it. This window's too high, I think. But I've messed up the proportions anyway because the bit where the circle bit is, I've made it a bit thinner rather than the wideness it is supposed to be. That's my fault, but there we go. What I could do is I could push the window down. Might do that actually. So this is the fun thing about Deluxe paint. I've got this here, which is known as grab the brush. And so I can do this, turn it into a brush, and it's there ready for me. But be too much of a. Let's try this again. And then I can right click and it kind of gets rid of the. There we go. So around there, I think. Oops. There's a pane bit above there. Go back to this again. So according to the original image, there's something above here. I'd have to make the window wider. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Make it 10. I'm gonna go up to 8 down here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up there. Yeah, it's 8 down. So that's looking a bit better, maybe. Just realised I'm not on Windows. Apologies, give me a second. There we go. I think what I'm going to do is put the rest of the boards in and then do what I did before and lock this while I do the window panes. Might be an idea. So I'll pretend that there's boards all the way down because it gives it a bit of completeness. And when I go over it, it's not going to matter too much. Plus I've got something on background to base off as well. Oops. What's that colour of the moon? That's this colour. I don't think... No. Yeah, let's call it. Okay, this seems to be a bit more thicker. See what happens when I put the under part in. Might just be enough. It's a bit too squash, but yeah. I'll just have to deal with it, I think. Alright, fix the background again. Start sorting out this side. Get the panes in. Seven. Don't know if it's going to be enough in the middle for the detail, we'll have to see. So is that off? I think it's too thin on one side. Yeah, I started this ages ago. I'm just doing the artwork for it. So I started it last year, I think. No, was it last year? Because it was a remake for Last Exit to Nowhere. Sorry, Last Exit to Nowhere is a t-shirt company. Last Half of Darkness. I did it on Candy, which is like HyperCard. Just sorting out the artwork stuff, and there was going to be somewhere I was going to mess it up. What do I exactly buy a brick box? But I suppose it's more of a. I'm not exactly. I've not got any of the original code or anything, so I'm basically remaking it as best I can. So let me just save this, and I'll show you what it is. I don't know if you've ever heard of the Last Half of Darkness. So this is like a HyperCard program. And this is where I got to so far, so I've programmed all the way to go in. So you can click here, you go to the porch. The porch doesn't let you in because in the original this is closed. And if I try go in, it says can't go through a closed door. So I've got to click open, and I click this, and now I can go through the door, and I can come back out again. So when this, if I just replace this with what I'm doing currently, trying to remember how to do this now. Give me a second. There we go. So then it'll look like that. Whereas the original game, I'm going to move this to the so that was the original game then. This was done on DOS, so you had all the commands that you had to click through on the right hand side, and then you had the exits you could click through, and the text would be up at the bottom. So I'm kind of doing an Amiga version, so I'd say it's a remake for the Amiga. I don't know if that's closest to what you want to think of what I'm saying, what a remake is. My artwork is not going to be nowhere near as good as this, but I'm going to get it as best I can. I'll put in chat what the where you can play the original game. So that's the original game there if you want to play it. I just needed to get all the artwork so that it actually looks like a full game rather than just like these boxes. I should have just switched out through but never mind. What am I on? So I've got another 50 minutes of this yet, and then I'll have to do this again next week. But I'm progressing, and that's what I wanted to do. Because I've left this for so long, because I'm busy with other things, or I get distracted with other things. So it's nice to be able to have the time to be able to go, right, I'm going to do it now. Thank you, Pon Pon Pox. I'm not a pixel artist, as you can tell, because this is all a bit off looking. It's a bit squashed in comparison to the original. I tried to make it as best I can. That's a bit better. Yeah, that's a bit better. Hand-drawn pixel graphics are a rarity in this generation of AI age. You still got people doing it. I think didn't who's the Australian guy that does all the there's lots of Australian streamers, and one of them's Poppy. I can see his face, and he's usually on Fractal Mind Mike, that was it. I think he does stuff like this. I'm sure he did. I've lost my there we go. Can I get away with that? Possibly. I'll have another look at that later, I think, but I think that's relatively okay. I have to redo this. Give me a second. Trying to marry it up with this. I tried that, but the problem is one, I'm not very good at converting from PC to Windows, and two, it loses a lot of the information and stuff. So I thought, sorry, I've not done pixel art in a while. Might as well get back into it and try and see if I can improve. So I'm doing that. Plus, it gives me an opportunity to actually play with Deluxe Paint, and I had to learn quite a few bits of Deluxe Paint, and it's actually quite a decent program. Thank you for the follow there, Long Live Chow ATT. Long Live Chow 80 Twitch Scam You has followed. Okay. Thank you for the follow, but oh, there we go. Sports betting, Twitch online casino. Yeah, no thanks, sorry. Long live chaos, sports betting, Twitch online casino equals scam, fixed match, hello hell, doesn't exist. Don't be afraid of death and you will be stronger. Open your tap every evening and never turn it off. Add bleach to the food and throw it in the forest and the sea with the plastic. The money will come to... What the fuck? Okay, I'm giving you 5 seconds to stay on there and then I'm banning you. Because that is... Okay. Probably an AI bot considering how bad the text was. Right, Ben. That was nuts. That's too low to the floor, isn't it? And I'm still yet to put the yeah, it's original hardware. So the hardware is this one. I'll have to make the window a bit smaller, I think, on the bottom. So if I half it. How many images does the game have? Lots. There's at least over 10 rooms. By lots of things, this wood keeps going. It's alright, it's not brilliant. I'm wondering whether it's the best idea to grab the main house and shift it to the right a bit, so I can get the continuation of the house. Tell you what, let me change this area. Because I think what I'm going to do is put a bit of wood back here. Wow, the bot's really coming out in the morning. I hardly get this kind of stuff at night when I do this. So I usually stream 9:30 UK time. And the amount of bots I get is much less. I don't know what to do on this side. Just realised. So here, definitely need another. Yeah, that makes that look a little bit better. What are you talking about there? Maybe one or two? You talking about Candy or you talking about Deluxe paint? Might save this. At least there's a bit more progress on this. I'm not 100% happy with it, but I'm not a pixel artist anyway, so. I think I might shave off another. No, it should be okay. Yeah, so Candu is a hypercard program. It's not necessarily there for games. It's more multimedia, if I remember rightly. So you can add on buttons and images. It's a bit like I don't know how old everyone is or whether they're gonna get it or not. Similar probably to Flash or Shockwave, that sort of thing. Maybe Director, Macromedia Director, something like that. So you just had cards where you could put things on. I just saw it as because I knew HyperCard was used for the game Myst, although they did do a lot of extra additions to it, like adding video and things like that. But I saw Candu, something clicked in my head that I could probably make a game in it. And then I can't remember why I thought about Last Half of Darkness. Maybe, just random things clicking in your head. And I remembered, I had a quick look at it and thought, actually, this could work on Candu. So that's why I decided to do it that way. I don't think Amiga has Last Half of Darkness on it anyway. So if I can do it, I'm pretty sure I can. The only issues that I got is there's the haunted Matchbox that does this. I don't know whether Candu can do that. I'm assuming it can. We'll have to see. I think I've got the inventory sorted. I think that kind of works. That's another task. The thing is Candu has its own scripting system, a bit like ActionScript. The similar idea. So that's what I've been programming in. In fact, let me just. So I think I'm going to save this again. Just in case you've not seen the scripting in Candu. So if I go into, again, I can't remember 100%, it's been about a year since I last did this. Where's the scripting gone? Is it this one? Yeah, so we've got some scripting here. I can't remember what the inventory is. I'm trying to remember each part of it now. So that's the porch game one. I think it just checks the inventory because there's like a global list and I can't remember how to get to the global list. Hello there, Car Senemi. Thank you for the raid. Just wait, is everybody popped in yet? Yes, cool. Oh, Bloodlines. Sorry for all the music is happening everywhere. I can't tell how loud music is over everything at the moment. So yeah, what were you doing? Tidying the workshop Wednesday. Time to bolt some Amigas, shut and tidy up the aftermath of the month, ready for the next big project. Okay. when the Athlon XP was trying to go thermonuclear. Right, so I'm just gonna pop over to this stream. I bought this years ago. So this is my copy of Vampire Bloodlines. I think I bought it not long after it came out. So you've got the stuff at the back. We've got the original CDs in there, so it's a 3 CD one. Activision card. Nice thick manual. It has the keyboard reference at the back. And the manual's actually pretty good because it does go through a lot of stuff, and it's not very often you've got manuals in the back. So it tells you about all the blood buffs and stuff like celerity, disciplines. That's it. Tells you all the different clans: Toreador, Ventru, Bruja. It just goes through a lot of stuff, which is quite good for this type of game. But that's my original. I got the fancy CD DVD case. My box copy was a double CD case. Oh, okay, I didn't realise there was a... Because I think at some point they all switched to just DVD cases. And yeah. Too long, didn't read. Assembled my 500 of her for the first time in years. Reassembled my sister's 4000D. Wow. Right, well, for those of you who popped into the stream, again, thank you for popping in from Makar Seneme's stream. I am doing some much needed and much delayed art assets for the game, which is a remake of The Last Half of Darkness, which you found on DOS. I'm using Candu, which is a hypercard program. I'm just trying to remember where the scripts were. That's just a quick one, because I'm sure there's a global script I had. It's just been a while since I've last done it. I just can't remember where everything is. Did I have to select something? Yeah, there you go. That's an example of a script. So this is similar. So as I was explaining to maybe one or two, this is kind of similar to Flash or Macromedia Director or Shockwave, that sort of thing, where you've just got cards and you basically put in. It's more multimedia stuff. It's not necessarily for games. You do get scripts that are similar to the thing, not the same as, but similar to things like Action Script. But it's for this particular thing. So you've got like a global script that'll go through all the cards, and then you've got particular buttons that have their own scripts of whether you click them or not. And this is one of them that I think it says, I think it's if you click one, it turns all the other ones off, and I think that's what this one does. Let me just see whether this has a script to it. I think it does. Is this a button or not? I broke the Amiga now. Come on. Yeah, usually I stream at a UK time of 9:30. I do Amiga Mondays, which is most looking, well, it's split into two halves. It's looking at Amiga format CDs. They're a mix of games and productivity, so I'll go through lots of stuff. And then in the second half, I'll be playing games. Currently, I'm playing Lord of the Rings, the RPG. That's quite something, because I've had to start making maps for that just to get through the second part, which was the forest. But I also do retro gaming stuff as well. So currently I'm playing Exile Escape from the Pit on Tuesdays, and what else am I doing? Age of Empires 2 on Fridays, and Met Commander on Sundays. So that's my current lineup. I think this is Crash. Or do I need to cancel this? That's the reason, because I need to cancel. That's fine. So this has a click event, and I think static keeps the variable there, and that's how you can you can't get through the door. So it says go and grab the open button state, which is on this side. If that's true, change the static of this to be true. And test door variable, it's probably I'm guessing that is a global script. I need to spend some time looking through this because it's been a while since I've last looked at it. But that's not what we're doing today. I'm just giving an example so people can see what this is about and how I've made all the stuff. Today is all about the artwork, so I need to get that done and out of the way. And I want to at least get... What time is it? 10 minutes. I don't think we can get that done in 10 minutes. I really wanted to... I mean, I've got a lot of it done now. So the locations all have artwork. I'm trying to get all that done. It's not going to be as the same because I'm not a great pixel artist. In fact, I won't call myself one. I'm more of a programmer, but I don't do too much of a bad job, I don't think. I mean, this is too squash over what you can see over... Oops. Over... Nope. Got the wrong thing again. So here is what I'm basing it on. Well, she's late as hell's here, so I'm off for sleep time. Have fun playing with D-Paint. Thank you very much, and again, thank you for the raid. Just give me a second, I need to think. I might play around with the moon part. Let's see if I could do something with the moon, because at least that's looking kind of okay. So by the looks of things, the colour of the moon clouds are about the same as... What happens if I change these to that colour? It's making it look horrible or not. It's a bit purpley though, isn't it? Reason why I'm putting this in black is I'm pretty sure I can see some lighter blue colour that it isn't supposed to be there. I think he tried to put it in and it just didn't come out as well. Let's try this blue. Maybe? Get rid of this part here, it looks a bit off. Afternoon Stalk. Yeah, it's something I'd started a couple of years ago, I think. Just been meaning to sort out the artwork for it for a while. Looks a bit better. Not brilliant, but it's better. What time are we on? 12:59. I think I'm going to have to finish by now. I need to get back to doing stuff. But I'm happy that I've managed to get a bit further. So when I started, we had this wasn't done, this wasn't done, this wasn't done. So it was mostly in. But it's better than it was. So when I do this next week, we need to think about doing the gravelly bit, or well, it's more the grass, isn't it? Really. And I got to figure out where the trees are going as well, because there's some trees coming out here. There's one coming out over here. This side is cut off. I need to do the sign, which will come about kind of here-ish. This is the sort of road that comes around there. And I could sort of give it a bit of a... Let me save first. Sort of like that. So I'll put this in and then we'll carry it on next week. I also need to play around with the airbrush because I'm not 100% familiar with it. Oops. Right, so this is the pathway thing that I need to make especially. And this is the same here. And then we can do the rest of it next week and start adding the trees. That's going to look real horrible, I think. I have to see. At least there's a bit more artwork though, which I'm happy with. Right. Apologies for those of you who just popped in now. was a bit of a shorter stream today, just because I need to sort stuff out in a few moments for work-wise. Anyway, thanks for everyone for popping in. The Outlook stream will carry on next week. It'll be about, hopefully between 12. I'm trying to do it between 12 and 2:30, so I get the kind of lunch break end of the stream. Gives me a bit of time to do stuff. I had to do stuff a bit earlier today because I wasn't sure if I was going to be working with somebody around this time, because that's what happens with freelancing stuff. So that's that, but I'm happy that I've carried on with this and got a bit further, which is what I wanted to do anyway. Once I've done with these artwork assets, I will probably take over the Amiga Monday stream and start going back and adding more stuff, like the using the assets like the matchbox to make or try and animate it to make it look as it is in the original game. But most of this is going to be assets for that, to get that fixed and out the way. If I ever do game dev code work, which I probably will do on this side, I think the next thing I'm going to be looking at is it might be ZX Spectrum stuff, but I'll have to see. I'll have to see how long it takes me to do this section, because this needs to be done anyway. Anyway, so thanks everyone for popping in. I will be back. I'll go back on Friday because we're doing. God, my brain's going now. Sorry. I'm going back on Friday because I'm doing Age of Empires 2. I think we got through another scenario, and you will see me occasionally having to cheat by using 2 Smithereens cheat, but it's only there for. I try and do a lot of it. Well, I do it myself, but there are times that Age of Empires is quite relentless in when it sends you armies. So sometimes it gets a bit too much, so I've got to use that cheat to kind of give me a breather. But most of it is me just playing as I can. Sunday we're playing Mech Commander. That's been a lot of fun. I enjoy the MechWarrior universe, and it's been getting a lot tougher as well, just because I think I'm losing a lot of Mech Warriors, and I'm starting to get into the just greens, who aren't as seasoned as the vets. So it's making it a lot harder for me to get through the other missions. Amiga Monday is when I actually do the other Amiga stuff. That is Amiga format CD13. Currently it's got loads of games in it, so we're going through that at the moment. And then I've got Lord of the Rings after on the same day. It's like split between 2 halves. Tuesdays is my role-playing day, so I'm playing Exile Escape from the Pit. Check out yesterday's VOD for what that looks like. It is an indie RPG, so it's not going to be kind of most commercial. It's more shareware based, but I do find it a lot of fun, and I've been wanting to complete it for years. It's just very, very big at the moment, and it's taking me 30 parts to get to the where I'm at the moment. So I'm kind of playing it blind. But yeah, that is the week in a nutshell. So hopefully see you all on Friday. Let's see if we've got for raiding, because it's going to be interesting to see who's on, as I don't usually stream this early. Let's go and say hello to Son of Eld, who's playing Dagger of Amun-Ra. So Son of Eld is part of the Australian group of people that stream in the morning, along with MZZ, who's more the kind of more DOS gamers. Occasionally McCall will stream into the morning, but not usually. I think he's usually finished by about 9. But there's the odd occasion where he will be streaming a bit extra. But let's go and see Son of Eld. Son of Eld also does game development, if I remember rightly. But currently, like I said, it's playing Dagger of Amun-Ra. Right, okay, see you all hopefully Friday, and if you want to see the stream again, it will be next Wednesday. And again, I will try and keep to 12 till 2:30. If not, I'll put in Discord where I'm going to be when I'm going to be streaming. So until then, see you later.